What's good, guys? Welcome back to Black Star Podcast. This is your boy Jared. Guys, I'm gonna have to talk to you guys about something that's going on right now, especially with the way that what's going on with Roe v. Wade, the birth rates, and all of that. So let's start by this. There is a economic collapse coming because of low birth rates. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because it's going to happen probably sooner than later. They are going crazy trying to get women to have children and to get men and women back together having children so that there will be so that they can get more taxpayers, I should say, younger taxpayers to grow up and pay taxes. So this is the reason why I believe, and this is probably going to be controversial. The reason why I believe that they struck down Roe v. Wade is because the birth rates of Americans are not at a replenishable level so that the next generation of children will be sufficient enough to pay taxes. That is the reason why they are starting to strike down different laws that were pertaining towards women, because men are not getting women pregnant. Men of value are not getting women pregnant. So what's happening is our birth rates are down to the point where it's at a critical level, to the point where the government's not going to have enough taxes to sustain what's going on within the country. Meaning, more taxes, and it's going to be a halt on production in the country. So what's going to happen is they're going to start incentivizing men to marry women in the U.S., which is not going to happen. So there's going to be bachelor taxes. And what's going to happen is they're going to start taxing men who are bachelors so that these men will end up marrying women in the U.S. so that they don't get taxed. And what's going to happen also is they're going to start the way that the divorce laws are going. They're going to start striking down some of those laws too, if this proceeds anymore. Guys, I'm gonna tell you this: the way that this culture in America is, they're going to try to force your hand. They're going to try to force you to marry these women, because like I said, like the study said, 50% of women are going to be single and childless by the year 2030. 50% of all Americans, not just black, white, Indian, it's going to be all women in America. So they're going to tax you because you did not marry these women, or they're going to ban illegal immigrants from coming into the country, or they're going to have more immigrants come into the country and you marry these women. So basically, they're trying to solve a problem that they created with the entitlement and with the bullshit that a lot of these women are on. They're trying to correct a problem that they created themselves. And what's happening is men are not marrying these women. So what's going to happen is they're going to tax you more so that you don't get taxed, so that you marry these women or get married and have children. It's all about the reproduction in America. That is the reason why they struck down Roe v. Wade. They saw the numbers of children that could have been born between the 70s to now. It could have been over 100 million children born, and that and that number alone, that would have kept taxes that would have kept taxes coming in for them. So it's a numbers game. With less children being born, you're going to get taxed more. With less children being born, they're going to try to incentivize you to get these women pregnant or to marry these women, which a lot of men are saying fuck that and are leaving the country. So what's going to happen? So like I'm from what I'm seeing, that whole I'm the prize bullshit that these women keep saying they're starting to realize that they're not the prize that they think they are. With as many body counts as most of these women in America have, a lot of these women think that they're the prize, and they're not. They're not the prize. And the thing about it is, they cannot have children without you. They cannot have children without you. Your seed is there to pollinate their flower, I should say. Your seed, black, white, Asian, all you men, your seed creates life. They cannot get life. They cannot create life themselves. They're not asexual. They cannot reproduce on their own. They need a man's sperm. So whatever these women are saying, I'm strong, independent, I don't need a man, I can just go to a sperm bank. Problem is, they dumbasses don't realize that sperm comes from men. So you need a man to create life. And a lot of these women have nothing to offer men other than their womb. And some of them already have children by other men. That ain't shit. So my question is this. A lot of women keep saying that I'm strong, independent, I don't need a man, and I'm the prize. But yet they don't realize that they are not really the prize. A lot of these women are not the prize. A lot of these women have some toxic ass traits and toxic ass behavior. They are not the prize. Men are the prize. And the thing about it is, we don't realize that if we go to another country and get a normal, non-pro woman, a woman that is submissive, the woman that cares for you, those women outnumber you automatically in traditional and femininity. Those women are going to outnumber you. So, no matter what these women tell you, you're still the prize. There's more women than men on the planet, and that number is amplified because there's a LGBT community. So you are outnumbered by women. I'm not going to say how many to one, but it's a good percentage. But what these women don't realize is they're sleeping with the few bit of men, the top 10, 20% of men out there. And they're not even looking at the other 80% of men because they believe that those top 20% of men, that they're going to be that magical number that's going to get them. And they're not. So now that the passport bro movement is going on, or I should say passport kings, or just blue book gentlemen from Brazil, yes, you guys are the prize for the entire planet. Like I said, there is no you, there's no them without you. And other cultures and other countries understand that. They value their men. Hell, if you go to another country, they value you for you being a man yourself. They value their men. A wife from another country values her man, her husband. And a lot of brothers and a lot of modern day men are seeing that because we've been starved of femininity for so fucking long that a lot of these women do not understand what men are actually wanting. These men are going overseas and getting true femininity from these women. So what's happening is these women are giving these men femininity. These women are giving these men cooperation, submissiveness, love, passion. That is what these women are giving these men. And a lot of modern day women do not understand that and are getting foamy at the mouth because they're seeing their potential suitors, or I should say their potential simps, going overseas and getting what they deserve. And a lot of these women have a high ass body count. You have women on TikTok doing interviews talking about, I have a body count over 50. 50? You've let 50 guys run up in your guts and put all that bad energy up inside you, on you, and then you want a man that's a good man to come along and support you and be a husband to you? I'm sorry, that's not going to happen because, quite frankly, a lot of men are waking up, and a lot of those women cannot pair bond. That is the reason why a lot of men are like, we don't want a woman that's been ran through. That's the reason why a lot of guys are saying, I don't want a ex-pro star. That's a reason why a lot of these men are saying that, because they cannot pair bond. Me and Khalifa had a husband. Husband got divorced her ass because a lot of the shit that she does. And a lot of women are going to find out the hard way that you running up your body count like that is not going to be is not good. You cannot pair bond with a man if you have a certain body count. I get it, you have a past, but a lot of men don't give a fuck about that goddamn past. That past don't mean shit. If you've been ran through by Pookie and Ray Ray, I'm sorry to tell you, your body count don't mean shit. You got ran through by so many Chads, Tyrones, Pookie, Ray Ray, every goddamn body, and you got even above 10. I don't even think you can pair bond. You got above 5. I don't even think you can pair bond. It's about pair bonding. It's about cooperation, and a lot of these women are not cooperative either. That's the reason why Roe v. Wade was struck down, and that's the honest truth. They're trying to reproduce. Reproduce the population, because as soon as the baby boomers go to the ancestral plane, they're gonna be strapped for cash. Look at our national debt, $13 trillion, and it's increasing ever more. Who's gonna pay that? Taxpayers. Well, less taxpayers, that number exponentially gets more. Student loans, they can't be canceled. So you got all that going against you, but yet you're the prize. Okay. But anyways, like, share, subscribe to the channel, support the podcast on Spotify.com, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for watching. Bye, guys.